Welcome to Module L in our Garden School's educational programme, Harvesting. In this module, we shall build on the results of all of the efforts of planting and tending the crops that we have done so far in the programme, and what lessons we can plan from this most productive of activities. Hopefully, the research that has been done by pupils about the length of time plants need to mature for picking and the careful tending of these has resulted in crops that are ready to be harvested, ideally within the school term. Observation and measurement of vegetables can continue up to the point that they are gently pulled out of the ground. This could be numerical, for example, counting the quantity as well as measuring their weight. The potential different weights and shapes of the same vegetable types can lead to discussions amongst the class as to why there are some larger than others. Was there adequate space around the plant when harvested? Was there a sign of any other diseases or pests that may have had an impact on growth? Why not have the children design simple tables that can record the various harvests of the day and use these for comparisons when doing more harvesting during the school year? Perhaps you could leave some root vegetables in the ground for a couple more weeks and see if there's a difference in their shape and volume. Bringing the crops back to the classroom allows for more observation and discussion to take place. The young gardeners should be encouraged to handle the vegetables and pay attention to their appearance. How does the skin look and feel? Is it robust or fragile? What do the leaves look like? Is there evidence of some nibbling by pests? And of course, what do they smell like? The children could do some research on what the typical size and quantity of the harvested plants are, as well as checking out for fun what the largest ever recorded were too. It is important when harvesting to choose the best conditions for it, as well as the best conditioned plants. Ideally, a dry day will make standing around and working in the soil much easier. You should look for vegetables that appear to be ready for picking, as some crops will deteriorate if left in the ground or on the vine. It is also at this prime time that the vegetables will be at their most nutritious, and most importantly at their tastiest. If you have been following a suggested plan of succession planting, where seeds or seedlings have been planted weeks apart to extend the growing season and not have a glut of one particular vegetable at the same time, then care should be taken as to which crops are being harvested. Good labelling and recording is key here. As well as nurturing their planning skills, the harvest can give pupils the opportunity to increase the amount of involvement the school has with the local community. They will know what crops are growing, so research could be undertaken to obtain different recipes for using them. This could start at home by asking family members, or they could go on a world tour, choosing different countries to see what recipes they can find. Would they be able to source all of the ingredients easily and locally? Would they be in season where they live? Perhaps the school may want to have a fruit and veg day at the gates to sell to locals. This can develop art and English through the creation of marketing pamphlets or newsletters, as well as maths and interpersonal skills when the children come to sell their produce. This could also lead to the creation of a pupil and community group to look after the crops during the holidays. Depending on how good the season has been, or which seeds have been sown, some crops may not be ready before the school breaks up and will need to be tended during the holidays. Some may reach their ripeness and should be harvested and used to avoid food waste. Having a dedicated group checking on the health and welfare of the plants is a benefit to all and could lead to some great intergenerational learning opportunities. The crops that you have chosen to grow will determine when harvesting can be done, and a group maintaining the garden can allow the harvest to go right through the summer and into late autumn. Whilst fruit and vegetables can be beautiful and ornamental, the main purpose for growing them is to eat them, and we will examine the route from harvesting to cooking in our next Garden School module.